that if we see a lot of attention given to the top side and it's a more defensive setup there, bottom side for Ziggs, like sure you won't get plates, but they get this Camille ahead. They need to be coordinated.
Also true. This is game number 3. Let's hop onto the Rift.
The lane swaps have looked very good here for D+, as we'll just watch this again. Yeah. Face check and find out. Goes over, gets the ward up because he's getting picked there. Good preemptive expectation that that could go down. Anyone goes in that brush, they're in danger. Aiming in particular will not flash.
And Maokai feels like he has a much bigger team fight impact most of the time. Much more reliable, easier to use. Let's see what this fight looks like, though, as Moham's just kind of going in. Does have a bowling ball coming in from the side of Lucid, as Closer not having much threat from mid, and now in comes the satchel onto Aiming, but he's totally fine. Henna trying to get that kill. He's actually not fine, has to flash away. Now Moham gonna go in. They do get the kill, but who gets out here? Moham has to flash, as he will go down. Closer picks up that kill. And so it's a trade 1-for-1 for the support. Lucid is going to come on in and try to threaten here on the grubs, but maybe not, actually. Just kind of looking at them menacingly.
Okay, Showmaker.
Yeah, just a little face check. Flash on in to deny the flash to Showmaker. One auto, and the Ignite is ticking, but Showmaker will barely survive. And now, level 5 Alistar. Oh, and the Ziggs bomb over the top. Gonna take him down. And yes, they get the Alistar, but it feels very good to take down Showmaker.
Yeah, still ultimately is a big win here for BNK. Close call there, almost didn't get Showmaker, but he backs in a pretty greedy spot and will be found by the bomb. He was greedy.
아, 근데 어차피 맞았을 것 같아.
And he knew it. Dragon, which alone is quite nice. Raptor just not here in time.
Huh. Aiming got the Q on that. And Raptor is going to lock that one down. Aiming, remember, he does not have cleanse, so I think he just kind of dies. Yeah, he's dead. And, I mean, really the only cleansable thing in this game is the Maokai, but if the Maokai hits you, then you just die. And now, finally, Henna finding the entire enemy team at the worst possible time. Now, this is Mininar. This is the punish timing that we were mentioning. And here comes Alistar, Duro over the top, and it's a very quick flash. So that's one way to get away from the Alistar, but it's still going to be entire bot lane turret taken out by Ziggs, and now the entire top lane turret taken out by Ziggs.
Yeah, all you have to do. I mean, it's just so incredibly fast how you can punish with a Camille here.
They're not done yet.
Yeah, they're going to get a second topside turret here, very likely. Demolish will proc.
They're trying to dive here. I'm not sure about the dive, though, as Moham going to get it engaged on. He goes back in, as now he's in a bit of trouble. The sleep is coming down. Clear will avoid it. Gets the Q, but a lot of damage just coming out from Lucid. And the kiting begins. It's Serious here. Oh, no. BNK in a really rough spot. They go a bit too deep, and they will be punished for it. You're not getting away from Zeri and Lilia. Maybe Raptor does with his Nimbus Cloak, but nah, he's just dead. Down he goes. That kill will be fed over to Showmaker, and Lucid is 4-0.
Yeah, Lucid is huge now in this game. Showmaker picks up a ton of money, but Aiming also is able to get the bottom turret. It will eventually go down there in the bottom lane. So DK, just a ton of greed as a teleport punish to come out here on the last legs of that ward. Clear is looking for him.
Yeah, he had a blue trinket, drops it down, he's gonna spot him, and Aiming's in a lot of trouble here. There is no ultimatum. I'm not sure if he gets out, actually. Maybe a flap, and no, he just flashed. Follow flash!
I thought you actually got like the update on the prompter or something. I was like, that can't be right, Valdez.
24.
No, pretty sure I saw that. I'm pretty sure I saw the upgraded Q. I'm like,
just trolling.
Sure.
Well,
but
trying to punish Clear. He doesn't have flash. Hook shot coming in, but Magnet Storm denies. And now with Meganar coming down, he's just going to be ulted into the wall. One wall up will not be avoided. Nice try from Clear. One house will do it, as he will be taken down eventually.
All right. Well, one step forward, two
6 grubs to a Camille comp. That can be risky, but they got that first dragon again, and they're looking for the second one. Now, BNK, they have a Ziggs and they have a Rift Herald, so a lot of damage going to go into that mid-tier 1. They take down all of the tier 1 turrets.
Yeah, D+ should just walk away from this fight. I mean, this is not a fight you want to take right now unless you have the perfect engage, or if you punish Closer.
Or if Lucid is just allowed to walk up to a dragon again. Or, as you mentioned, maybe Closer just, okay, very nice Valkyrie. So it seemed like he had a good idea. Now here comes Clear over the top, gonna isolate Moham. And there it is, the Ziggs bomb over the top alongside of the Corki, able to follow up, and that's just a free kill on a Moham.
Yeah,
to have this really fed Lilia alongside of 280 carries. You just have multiple threats. They don't have many turrets, though. That is a 5th turret to fall already in favor of BNK. There's only 1 turret that went to DK. So most of this gold that is in the lead of BNK is coming in turrets and objectives, as now they're just going to do it again. Press an ult button and just get a satchel down onto a turret, as now Moham finds the Omega angle from the jungle, and a massive sleep is coming in. Closer gonna get the shutdown over to Zeri. There's a kill onto Duro and make it a 3rd one. They feed those both to the Smolder, and DK are right back in the game.
Yeah. I mean, he's just like, I win this game.
볼게 나 봐줘.
I'm going.
나 가져.
Go. I mean, he called it a long time ago, but unfortunately the enemy team, for their sake, did not see it coming.
And you mentioned just before this,
바로 가자.
like they don't have a lot, and it may be traded for an inhibitor, as Clear is going to be threatening that in mid lane. This is also going to be tons of gold here for D+, as well as map control. And if it's mid inhibitor, you can just kind of always be able to push that one out. So it's a significant catch back here and a great call from Clear.
Kellen, he's more of an enchanter guy, but Moham, he can play the rel like nobody's business. He has had an insane series so far.
He's still undefeated on this pick.
But there's just so many things you have to ban and deal with when you're playing against DK, that he just gets rel every game. As now we have another fight brewing here, not looking quite as good for DK actually, as now BNK have got him up against the wall, and Clear is going to get away. King and also pretty low themselves. Looks like BNK not really able to threaten or punish this too much though.
Yeah, will he get to that breaking point? I don't know how many stacks he's sitting on right now, but obviously getting much closer, and even if it's the slowest aiming Smolder stacks, I mean, we're 4 minutes away from the worst case scenario.
205.
205, yeah, he's much closer this time. Still pretty slow.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter, if once that's online, then the fights get so much tougher. And Lilia, because she has all that extra gold, turned the arm guard into a Zhonya's early, so now has a ton of extra armor, a lot more safety.
Which was certainly more in favor of DK.
I mean, I still think it's winnable, but Smolder just hit
Oh, Moham.
225, and Moham is up.
Oh, Moham. Just when we had a lot of nice things to say, he's just dead. Now, there's no objective, but
you outranged the Smolder with your Ziggs Qs, so you just got to keep lobbing them in. Look at the zoning here as well from Hannah, trying to keep them away from this pit, but it won't last forever.
it's a lot of damage. Bit of vision will be given by Mom, but look at Lucid. Has to Zonya's. I mean, he cannot get by the Ziggs, and he might just die to, okay, aiming, trying to block for the jungler.
They're still going to get this Baron.
Going to get the Baron.
Yeah, really well played. Zig bombs on the ground, keeping them out. Decisive call from BNK. These are the looks that we need to see from this team if they're going to maybe take the upset win tonight. We're just baby steps here. That will be Baron into Dragon. Will even us up 2-2. But that was really tough to play out for the side of D+, as Lucid just has to go to the Zhonya's. Is almost killed by Leandri's burn there off of that final Q.
This is the power of Ziggs. That
Clear is threatening this top turret. The inhibitor, like you said, is a gimme. Then they can collapse here around that top turret. I mean, you are not safe, D+. Have to play really far back. Moham this time not able to find that flank angle. This time, no way for him to actually go and trap or punish. Kingan's looking for a little bit of an angle himself, but all alone here. And his Narbar's in a really good spot, but he just cannot actually close the gap alone.
they really want to try to force something. We are not losing this game. As in goes King, and he is going to find Closer. That's another stun with the wall up, as now Bomb coming down in his sleep as well. But look at the damage that goes back on a Lucid, but aiming gets the kill. And they finally find a way to take down Closer. Duro, yeah, Hannah as well in a really rough spot. He has to flash away, has the satchel for some extra range, and he will get away.
Duro is not going to get punished here, it doesn't look like.
Look at the top lane.
Yeah, I mean, they're threatening this Nexus turret. King's going in.
Yeah, King's going in. There's a TP, and Kingan doesn't have Mega. He is going to hit it, but now TP utilized. Kingan looking to go even more, but that is a Ziggs. And Kingan has to hop away from the mines on the ground. I mean, they cannot deal with the Ziggs.
Yeah, 2 inhibitors down now systematically here. This is the give up of the Dragon I was talking about for...
They want Elder to spawn.
Yeah, they just don't really care about this dragon at all. It's not Soul. And even at War Soul, you'd be like, oh, I'm not going to force the fight here with 2 inhibitors down. I guess we'll just wait for Elder, but it isn't even that Soul. It's just Soul Point, so confident in their turn. I feel like BNK are just not confident. Closer's in
closer.
danger.
Uh-oh, and the flash comes in. That's not, okay, finally the sleep comes in, but a lot of members of BNK are here, but Closer's in so much trouble. Moham finds the angle again. A lot of damage does come out from the Ziggs, but he's just not in range this time. Look at that burst, but it just doesn't matter. As Clear also going to be isolated in the top side. The GA goes down for nothing. And already Kingen is backing. He wants to join the team on the push. That might just end the game.
Yeah, and they are just going to take this turret out essentially for free here. As the wave is coming through, they need that wave. Kingen, just keep pushing. Just keep pushing him.
Yeah, because, yeah, he's even flashing on him. I mean, in a 1v1, Kingen will win, but Henna needs to clear the wave. That is a big super mega Inferno bomb, and that is going to clear the wave. So, again, without Baron, I don't think you can end the game against the Ziggs.
The question is really, can D+ get this Baron done before everyone respawns here? Closer's up in 8, but no TP. I think they might have a window here, but Raptor is going to try to come over here, look for the punish onto Kingen. I just don't have any vision here. That ward is going to get cleared, and now the map is getting dark.
I just don't think they have a way in. I mean, Raptor's really going to have to, like, force his way through multiple members. Might be able to just barely get in here. He's got flash. Here comes Duro, but, oh, he's just slightly too late. Raptor not in range, and he didn't want to go for a flip anyway. As now, looking to catch Moham. Might be able to do this, but Raptor is going to take a bunch of damage. Moham as well. No, he's going to be taken down. So, DK, they lose their support, and they take the Baron, and they'll walk away with that.
Yeah.
What are they doing up there? I mean, they know that they're going to take the Ocean Soul, but the 2 of them are up in the top lane trying to push right now. Looks like Gaming's going to back. I mean, there's no TPs, so I feel like overcommitting there would be.
Held those players in place, but they just weren't confident enough to do it. And D+, they absolutely were, and now with Baron starting to open the map up even further.
Yeah, and Henna, I mean, he's trying to clear these waves, but the Mega Inferno Bomb doesn't do much, and it's up against Baron now, so this is going to be a different feel. Now, the wave clear is still very good with a full build Ziggs and Corki, but I mean, as you mentioned, it's going to open up the map. It's going to give angles for DK. I mean, DK were finding angles when there weren't really angles to find, and BNK kind of just gave them a couple of gimmies. And now, from ahead, I feel like DK have a lot more options. So, going to look to take down this mid inner and get the most out of the Red Bull Baron power play.
Yep, now starting to put the threat on the second inhibitor turret first, but wave clear is coming through. It's good, and it has his ult back up. And
right.
Yeah, so he did. Yeah, he sold that. I'm looking at BNK, and I'm like, if you can't clutch this, you're not going to round 2. You know, you have to clutch this Elder fight. You have to be decisive. They have the inhibitor respawn now. Okay, clear isolated.
This looks like another one of those fights, but Lucid! Oh, he nearly dies. He's burning, and 1 bomb. Okay, it's going to be saved. And the burn, I mean, it was still going on. He is saved by the Locket.
30 seconds Soul, you know?
Yeah.
As we are just grouping faster as D+, while their jungler had 0 health, BNK are just going to hope and put everything on Clear's side lane push. And it's D+ who start the Baron, Valdez!
Yeah.
You gotta do something. You're not going to round 2.
Clear is going to try to join with the team. TP is coming in. The damage is ticking on this Baron already. Lucid in the pit. And they just have the damage on this one. Raptor being zoned away. He gets in the pit, and it goes to Raptor. BNK get it, but down will go Clear, I believe. Somebody up there on the top side. No, it's actually Closer who was isolated. And so the Baron goes to BNK.
Let's watch Raptor steal, actually, first before we talk about this. Yeah, just gets it. And he's like, I got Baron.
You know, if D+ get Baron and Elder and Cork.
Clear doesn't have TP. There's no way to punish the base, and D+ can just start this Elder up right away. They put everything into a Meganar, and Kingen walks away. He still has TP. And Elder greater than Baron, I think, in this situation, especially with a Smolder that's full build. D+ with a huge win again, despite the steal from Raptor. They just get nothing in return in the fight.
Yeah, I mean, they can, okay, they're not even gonna get a proc there. They can try top just because there's no turret, so you don't really have to dive anything, and that is going to be BNK. They have to back away.
Yeah, they have the Meganar here for just a brief amount of time as well, so they should be able to get this inhibitor for free.
Yeah, and they would love to dive. They would love to. BNK, if they give them an angle, DK will dive you.
I mean, they have kind of an angle now with this wave here.
How did this wave get in?
And
That wave needs to be cleared. They're just getting a free turret. And now Duro's just gonna engage. That's a very nice engage. In goes the Camille. Big wombo combo, but Mohawk finds the engage. It's not quite enough. Where's the damage from DK? It is not quite there. They take out the Smolder, but King is in the back line as well, trying desperately. Lucid as well, trying, but it's not quite enough. BNK will wipe D plus Kia in their own base.
Super clutch move from Duro, saving the game. It's like each individual player has his moment here for BNK. With Raptor getting the Baron steal to help to keep them alive. It's a full wipe, and D plus once again stopped in the base. We saw Keegan's fantastic base defense when they played against each other in that second round robin, and this time it's BNK who get it done. Elder's not proccing enough. Taking out aiming in that initial fight was so critical, and it looks like we are going to 4 Valdez. I see the series materializing on my hands, and I didn't think BNK had it in them to clutch this one out, but Raptor and Duro certainly did. It is never over until it's over.
50-minute game goes over to BNK, and we will have a 4th one on the cards.
Alistair engage was fantastic, and it's just so incredibly close. It's on such a nice edge that maybe D+ should have just played it slower there. The Ziggs was such a big problem, the constant wave clear, such a back and forth game. And an